What's going on, guys? Oh my Godzilla, back here with a very exciting Godzilla figure review. Guys, today we are taking a look at the HIYA Toys Godzilla 2019 from the MonsterVerse movie, Godzilla King of the Monsters. This guy is a gorgeous figure. Can't wait to take a better look at him. Guys, without further ado, let's jump right in.
Oh my god!
Welcome back, guys. Wanted to start off real quick with the box. Very similar to HIYA's kind of normal stuff, but I really love this kind of burning, flaming background. Great picture of the figure. Our usual goodies along the bottom. Exquisite basic Godzilla King of the Monsters, Burning Godzilla action figure. Top of the box. Bottom of the box. This side has a great image of the figure as well. Moving over, another cool image of the figure and the back of the box. I really love this artistic kind of drawing of the figure. Really cool there. Couple more pictures and some usual goodies. Guys, let's jump into the figure. Alright, so here we are back with our exquisite basic Burning Godzilla from King of the Monsters. Guys, first things first, this figure is phenomenally gorgeous. I love looking at this thing. I am so excited how it turned out. It looks beautiful. Guys, let's start kind of down at the feet. Toe claws do look very nice. I could do for some... I feel like I've made this complaint a couple times before, but I wish the toe claws had a little bit more kind of just difference. You know, I wish they were just a little more solid black. They're a tiny bit more solid black than the rest of the leg, but I wish there was a little more definition to make those really just look like toe claws versus just more of his skin. But the texture is totally there. Nice smooth there, whereas we get the bumpiness right on the foot. Moving around, guys, everything about this figure is just beautiful, the detail. Same thing we've gotten to know with HIYA over the last couple releases, just gorgeous detail. Paint is really well done all throughout the figure. Really loving this figure. The legs look great. Every piece is just detailed really beautifully. Thigh gap, not too overtly bad. Definitely noticeable, but it's not too bad at all. Not compared to like some of the as monsters we've seen. Moving up into the chest area, guys. Really good looking detail on the chest plate there on our Goji. Looks great. Moving around to the arms again. Beautiful texture, beautiful detail, guys. I just love everything about this figure. It's just so awesome. Moving into the back, you kind of have the fade into the spines. I really think they did a good job. And nothing's too abrupt. It kind of fades well from kind of the body coloration up into that really bright yellow and orange for the spines. I think the spines look really good. Super cool detail there. All the way down to the tail. Everything is done. Nothing's missed. Really just perfect. Even the bottom of the tail. I actually really love this bottom of the tail. It looks really nice. Again, looking at the top. Super gorgeous detail and paint apps all along the entirety of this figure. I think that the fact that HIYA is able to churn these things out for like 55 bucks, really just incredible. Hands, guys, I'm gonna have a small complaint, I guess, on the hands. Same complaint I kind of had on the feet. The feet actually did a much better job. We can't really see where the claws kind of begin and end in terms of paint. We can see in terms of detail where the claws kind of begin and end, but definitely a little bit left to be desired in terms of just the blackness of the claws. But even the inside of the hand looks pretty good in terms of paint. They did paint all of it. Not too much detail and stuff on the inside there, but that's okay. Guys, moving into the neck and face. This is where one small complaint is going to exist. Everything looks great texture. The head's just a little brighter than everything else, so that's kind of awkward. Nothing huge, but it's worth noting that the head is, they have a lot more of the oranges in the head than they do in the neck, and that problem could be alleviated kind of one of two ways. Basically, either have the neck build into this brightness of the head, or just have the head fade a little darker, so it's not looking quite so out of place. A little bit awkward there, but I think they did a great job on the sculpt and whatnot. This is just beautiful. I love how we can see the face really well. The eyes look great. The teeth are nice. Detail in there. Articulated tongue, which is actually, you can see back inside that mouth, the tongue actually does have texture and paint on it, so that's just really above and beyond from HIYA Toys, guys. I think the detail on this figure is just phenomenal. It's so gorgeous. I love his, he's even got his little gills going. Definitely did not miss a beat with this figure. Guys, let's check out his articulation. Starting from the top, working our way back down, we do have that mouth articulation. I showed you already. We do have the tongue articulation. That piece moves as well. Great. I always love that, just extra piece. The head is going to move some side to side. You could probably 360 this if you really wanted to. I don't really feel too comfortable on it, but more than enough out of it. Couple different joints here on the neck. Gives us for not too much looking down. Pretty good looking up, though. He's got good range of motion up. Side to side, the neck works very well. Looks great. So there's articulation, kind of neck and head. Guys, in terms of arm articulation, these arms are gonna swivel 360, and they are kind of on a ball joint, so that shoulder goes in and out too. Elbow, gonna have some movement, kind of go from straight out all the way to bent about 90, just shy of 90 degrees. So decent mobility on the arm there. And this piece also is gonna spin. So really good posability on the arms. Hands, wrists do have some articulation as well as 360 spin. And obviously a little bit of bend on that little joint as well. The torso, we're gonna have, I believe we can articulate this, but I'll probably have to kind of crack it out. I've seen it go farther. I don't like pushing the figure too much, but I've watched other people's reviews, and he can go a little farther than this if you really want to crank him, but mine's just a little tense, and I don't want to end up accidentally hurting the figure. But you can get good side to side. He does move okay. And I think part of the issue is the spines kind of catching on each other. But trust me, there is some midsection articulation, but I'm not going to push my figure too much because he seems a little tense. Just getting a little camera shy. And even this arm is a little stuck. I haven't worked this. I mostly tested the articulation on this arm, so this arm has not gotten quite as much movement. There he kind of goes. Snapped him, kind of got him into place. So, moving into the legs, guys. We do have our kind of rotation so that we can rotate in and out. Also do get a good 360 spin on them. Knee, we have the two pieces kind of here, providing us with about that much bend and that much straightening. So not a huge range, but enough to get the job done. Also going to have those pieces can kind of shift side to side. The foot has some pointing and bending to do, as well as being able to spin on that joint 360. Tail, guys, this tail does feel pretty nice. I'm going to scoop the camera back a little bit. In terms of our tail articulation, we can kind of have about there, curled around that way. I'm sure if I continue to just work this figure, we might get even more and more articulation out of it. In terms of downward tail action, we can get some downward, good upward. So a very mobile tail. Not as crazy as some of the SH Monster Arts. The HIYA has still yet to kind of get that super fluid tail articulation down. But I swear that's the only thing that HIYA is not all the way caught up to SH Monster Arts in terms of. Because let's go ahead and scale this figure. Guys, first things first, I just wanted to show him off next to the Atomic Godzilla figure. They should be the same height. One's just standing a little taller. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure this is almost the exact same model. Obviously, this guy's head's going to be a little different because it's the mouthpiece for the Atomic piece, so he doesn't have a tongue or anything in there right now. But super similar figures, obviously just different paint jobs. They look gorgeous together. I love the red and the blue contrast. That's super nice. Just wanted to kind of show these two figures side by side to get things started. Next up is the Burning Godzilla from SH Monster Arts. Wanted to just kind of give you the look at these two. Obviously, different takes. Lot smaller head here on the SH Monster Arts. I think SH Monster Arts actually did a really good job on this figure overall. Obviously, they have some of the weird issues also that I pointed out with this one, the head and the neck being kind of different colors. They kind of have that with the head and the neck, but they really have it with the arm and the body, a little bit the leg and the body. But I think the SH Monster Arts figure does look pretty darn good. Obviously, they're going to be an inch difference in size because HIYA Toys, the Exquisite Basics, is a 7-inch line. SH Monster Arts is more of a 6, but SH Monster Arts has just, some of the gapping issues and stuff. So definitely some errors there. I really do love the spines, though. The texture, the colors on these spines is really gorgeous. But I wanted to just give you the side-by-side of those two figures as well. Guys, next up is the Burning Godzilla from NECA. Miss those guys dearly. This was a great figure, I think, for them. I think they did a good job capturing a lot of that burning essence. Kind of like I like how you can see kind of the almost melting effect coming into the body from the spines. Really cool from them on that. Definitely kind of not quite the same just level of, it just feels like a slightly inferior figure, I would say, physically. But it's a really nice figure. I think they did a great job with it. I just wanted to give you guys a peek at that side-by-side, NECA versus HIYA. Taking a look at everybody's favorite Burning Godzilla variant, the Bandai version. Obviously, this guy just does not really compete with any of the other figures we've looked at today in terms of detail or texture or anything, but or even paint. But I just wanted to give you a sense for the sizing of the two of them. This being the Bandai Japan Burning Godzilla. Guys, last couple of figures I wanted to take a peek at this is also the HIYA Toys figure. This is just their Stylus series, their statue series. I just wanted to kind of take a look at the two of these figures next to each other. Very similar height. This guy's a lot beefier. You can see how he's just thicker. Look at his body and his legs. A lot bigger. He's kind of a little stockier. And they almost low-key forgot his teeth, but that's okay. Just wanted to show you off these two figures side by side, both from HIYA. Alrighty guys, there we have it. This has been the exquisite basic Burning Godzilla figure from the 2019 MonsterVerse film, Godzilla King of the Monsters. Guys, tell me your thoughts of this figure in the comment section below. Did you pick him up for yourself? Are you going to? Are you passing on this guy? Let me know why. Let me know all of your thoughts. If you want to pick this figure up, I got mine directly from HIYA Toys, but you can also pick yours up from INS Hobby or Big Bad Toy Store. I think the quickest way is either HIYA Toys or INS Hobby. They seem to ship quicker, but they get everything sooner than Big Bad Toy Store. So if you're wanting it quickly, I would go with one of those two. If you don't really care, you can wait for Big Bad Toy Store. But I think pricing-wise, it's pretty much all going to come out about the same within a couple of bucks. So, guys, again, let me know your thoughts on this figure in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more. We'll see you in the next one.